afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon, 2 o'clock here. While I'm sitting here, and it's a beautiful sunny day, a little bit nip in the air, but yeah, British, talking about the weather. So anyway, welcome to my channel. My name's Berenice, and they call me Belle for short. Today I'm going to do a Grandma Maes economy block. And yeah, the pattern did say it's got scant seams instead of 1/4 inch, a scant 1/4 inch. I hate that. Yeah, is it one thread, 2 threads? Yeah, it's not precise. So I've had a little bit of trouble with this. But and I have made the film. I'm recording this now for the intro, but I made it a couple of weeks ago. And I've forgotten all about it, actually. I was looking at the computer. I thought, oh, dear. Yeah. So anyway, this is what we're going to do. So this is my background. And usually I would put a cream. I do mention that I'm going to make a whole quilt, but I haven't yet. I've done other things. I've got my son visiting as well, so that's taken time. So yeah, so it's quite a nice little block and on point. I like it on point with them crosses like that than that. So if I do, and when I do make it, I might do it that way. So I do hope you enjoy the video. As I said, I do say that I'm going to make one, but I haven't made it yet. Please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, but it does my analytics. It pushes my videos further up for more viewers in a search. And subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. I said that. Comments. Yes, I love the comments. Likes and set notifications. So when I do put a video up, or when I do, you'll get notified for it. And share. Yeah, share with your quilting friends. Share with your sisters, mothers, brothers, anyone. Share. Yeah, so, yeah. So anyway, we'll get on with this, eh? Let's get sewing. So, for this Grandma Maes economy block, it's made from jelly rolls, mostly, and 10, what do you call it, layer cakes. But I'm do an experiment one, which is not like me. But I will do an experiment. I did one and I've done it 1/4 inch, and I think it needs to be a scant 1/4 inch. Yeah, a scant 1/4 inch. It came out just under the 3.5 inch. I hate scants. It's either 1/4 inch or it's not, you know? Yeah, they make life complicated for us. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm making it slightly different this time. Hopefully that'll work out. So, back to the cutting. I know I need 4 2.5 for the block. So I will do that. So again, I can see my edge here. So I shall put the ruler over there. Moving it around. I don't like moving it around, but that's fine. I'll be okay. Experienced enough. So I'm just going to move it slightly. 2.5. Now this isn't, so that's my nice straight edge on my left. Line it up. Top, bottom, left hand side, and cut this excess off. We've got a wee bend down there. So I know I need 4 for this block. So that's 4. Put them on the board over there. I've got that board. So what I'm going to do is fold them into quarters, so I've got a line. And the line is so I can point the triangles towards the centre nice and yeah, central, like get it in the middle. It's just quite hard to see in this dark fabric, so it is. But then my triangle I'll fold in half. I don't know if there's other ways that people do it. You can tell by the edge with experience, like. But I thought, if you're a beginner, this is a little bit of a better way to do it. Could use iron away pen, I presume. So it's that long edge of the triangle, dropped it, that will go there. So that crease will meet the crease here. That's what I'm getting at, on there. And you can pin it. I don't use pins. I find them a pain. They're not in long enough to thing. So, yeah, so we'll do that. And the reason I've done it quarter is because we're going to add triangles onto there in the end, so that's why. And I thought of that last night. So let's make sure my needle's in the right place, because I think I've just put it on. I have. It's a quarter of an inch, and as I said, a scant. So I'm going to take it in just a touch. I hate doing that, I really do. But my square didn't end up 3.5 consistently. So again, I folded this one, didn't fold this triangle. Did a bit of time, so it is, and it's quite a few to a quilt, but eventually I'll just do it, lay it on. I'm just showing you. So I'm just creasing it with my thumbnails, as I've got some nails. Put that in the middle of that crease there, and you'll see the same sort of sticky out bit at the side, bifocals. That makes sense. Now I've got a knee lifter bell. Now this is where the knee lifter is good. So I can lift that up, and I want just a scant quarter of an inch. So again, if this doesn't work, 3.5 inches, I'm giving up quilting. Yeah, that'd be right, eh? So, as I said, a finger press. You could press it if you've got your little line next to you. Would be a good idea. I just haven't. I would do it, but I haven't got the room. I've got a nail settee there, so I couldn't get to my kitchen for me cup of tea. Nothing else, just my cup of tea. Here we go. Look, just made a cup of tea. I get restless legs. We'll wander a bit here. And had them on and off for years, but sometimes they're just that feeling that they don't twitch too much kind of thing. I didn't even know it was a condition. I thought it was just me being weird. Yeah, but I can't take ordinary pills for it because I'm antidepressants and they make you depressed apparently. Yeah, so that's what can keep me up at night as well. But I don't get it often, you know, not every single night, I must admit. So anyway, I had a blood test for the B12. So that's another tablet to the list that I've got. I've got vitamin D, apparently lacking that. That doesn't surprise me because I don't eat properly. Us single women, you know, have we divorced or lost our husbands? We don't. What's the point of cooking just for yourself, you say, or in your back of your brain? So, oh yeah, put it the right way, Bill. Right side's facing, okay? Yeah, so I think I take 12 altogether, 12 tablets a day. But I do smoke, so, but I've just bought a vape. Well, I did buy a vape and I couldn't use it. It was choking me to death. So I went to a village a few miles away, there's a vape shop there, somebody recommended, and he helps me. So I've got a vape. Yeah, stick to it, girl. It's a little bit easier. I'm still choking. I was choking a fag, cigarette. So, but it's better than the smoking, so I need to do it. Tell because when I've been having a stent and that, you know, the months went by, I said, I can't put up with that stress. You know, I'm starting to get better mentally. I don't want to get all that worry on my head, like, live and let live. I wasn't, of course I am worried, but, you know, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got it today. And then I got a phone call from a friend, Angelo, when I was over the other village. She said, you're driving? I said, no, I have got the gizmo in my car, but it's not, I'm not confident with it. So I just sat there for an hour talking to him. I haven't talked to him for a while, so yeah, sitting in the car park. And nothing to rush home to. So that's what I've done this morning. And now I'm going to spend an hour doing this and hoping it'll work out with this scant 1/4 inch. It doesn't say scant pattern, but it's just the way it worked out. So that's right. And I don't usually do practice. I would have looked that jelly roll. In fact, I did get it out. I'm sure I did. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one in action. I got one of them out and I had it on there, ready to go. But then I put it back because I said I'm going to use. I've got quite a bit of reds from the last quilt I've made left, and it's sitting on my sofa. So the long edge, I folded that 4 ways, and then put that in the middle. And you will get to be able to tell soon that what the edge is there as well. Knee lift, what a wonderful thing. Because when you think about the 3.5, is it, block finished? I'll have to look that up. I will tell you at the top when I get to it. I'd rather it bigger and cut it smaller than too small, wouldn't you see? So, you know, that's what I wanted, that point on that crease that I previously made. So, you do the same again. Make sure you get 1 bell. Fold it in half. Of course I could have pressed it, as I said, but I haven't got an iron. Well, not here. So I shall put that on there, find my crease. It's quite hard on this fabric. But I can always turn it around and have a look at the little dog ears that come out of the thing. That's fine. So I'm just taking it a little bit away from the, sorry my bracelets are out and I forgot my band. So I never know whether to do it at this long distance or just zoom in. Decisions in life, innit? I'm going to reinforce that crease line there again. I'm going to get this one, fold it in half, just to get that crease. It's more the crease at the top that I want. Right sides together, crease is meeting, and there we go. This lovely new lead lifter. Hold on, I'm still having trouble. There we go. I haven't got the machine going fast. Should we stop annoying you? Who is it? Susan Haig? Sarah Haig? Sorry, I forgot. I didn't look it up. I meant to look it up online before I filmed. Yeah, said she was listening to me in the car when she's going to see her son. I thought, do I blether that much? Is it that interesting? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to do that as well. I know somebody, maybe more than one, listened to me while they're quilting. Because I said to my friends, like, why are they listening to me instead of watching what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm only joking, yeah. I'm only having fun. I know the character I am. Yeah, and people tell me. Yeah. So, creases together. A little bit extra time, especially if you're a learner, a newbie. Got your air plates on, I call it. Still got my air plates on. So, on there, little knee lifter. That's taking me a little while to get used to that. That's not natural with me yet. Did you notice that? Put the tongue out. My husband used to do that. My late husband, he passed away 19 years ago. If you don't know from previous videos, I mentioned it once or twice, not often. Yeah, every single time he concentrated on anything, the tongue was out like, yeah. So, from down half. I was talking about him today, because YouTube is 20-year-old. So it would have come out just before he died. And I probably looked at it. It was me that was a computer nerd, or still am. And sometimes when I'm sewing, you know, and I knew the 20th year, I says, look at me, John, look at me. Because he didn't know, he saw me make a couple of quilts, and that was it. I went off and back to my knitting kind of thing. Didn't know anything, see? I was in a wee village, and again, the internet wasn't as good as it is nowadays. We can buy anything from anywhere. So yeah, but I do sometimes, you know, I'm not religious, but look to the heavens. There, look at this, John, YouTube, for nearly 1,500 subscribers. Fantastic, eh? But he wouldn't have been surprised with the technology. No way would he. Yeah. He knows I would have done this. I remember we had an old camcorder, you know, with the old little tape in it and things like that, and I used that. Yeah, I've got some film, not a lot, because I didn't get it till later, not long before he died. But yeah, I do love my tech. First digital camera, 1 megapixel. Yeah, then the 3, then the 5, and I stuck with the 5 for quite a few years because that was pretty doable for the computers. And then I bought a 12. It looked like a proper camera. It didn't have all the lenses on it. I've still got it, like, you know, and that's what your iPhones are, I think, 12. But the iPhone, well, most phones, but I use iPhone, and they're fantastic, absolutely fantastic for this recording, like. I invested in a little camera, cheap camera, but I prefer this. So I'm just going to fold these over, and then I'm going to stop blethering for a minute, let you go and get a cup of tea for a second, but I'll be back in 2 seconds, won't I? But I'm going to go and press these so they're nice and open when I put the other triangles on. Okay? Off you go then. Go put the kettle on. See you in a moment. So I've pressed them. I've actually pressed them in half so I've got a line. Remember, I made it 4 ways. That was a waste of time. I'm going to press it out. But anyway, amateur. That's what me and my son say. Amateur when we do something wrong in the gaming. Call ourselves professionals. So again, the crease, right sides together, put that on there to the centre, and you will get to know the more you do, because you're going to do a few of these in a quilt, yeah, a lot, and you will be able to tell with the tabs, so that'll help. So let's get the first one in, and obviously I've got, hold on, let me pull my thread through, because obviously when I cut it it's still stuck in the bobbin. So again, it's this scant 1/4 inch. And if you see when I finish this lot, I'm lifting that. Got a knee lifter. When I finish this lot, them throwing away, you know it ain't worked. You know it's they're less than 3.5, short as 3.5. Right, so See, making that crease, especially at the top part where it's going to meet the crease here. And so you can make this quilt as big as you want, you know, baby quilt, baby colours, cushion cover even. Oh, see, two things at once, right, scant, Bill. I do have to watch it here because it's going over a dog ear, so I'll lift my foot up a bit. Of course, this is just the first side, doing all four surrounding that square. Get the points there. And so that's the only part, the long edge that I'm worried about, the crease. Put it to the middle, that crease to the middle of the dark red. Keep foot on the pedal again, Belle. So I just want to get this underneath, lift it a bit more, and of course I want that scant. I don't want it hitting right against the plate here. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to lift that up again. Just put that little dog ear over there. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Did not like that at all. Sort of wobbled there. I mean, I might be better with it. I have got a different foot. It always reminds me of a juking machine that I've seen on the TV on YouTube. It's got one long toe and a little shorter one. I'm feeling that's 1/4 of an inch as well, without that bar. But I'm going to have to look into it. New machine, go look into it, Belle. Because this metal plate is pushing down on that dog ear. That's my problem at the moment. And of course I'm coming up to this one. I'm going to actually use my hand on that. Okay, so let's get these cut off and we'll do the next side. So I'm going to go and press them open now. I hope we'll get 3.5 inches, eh? So I've pressed them now. Yep, that's 3.5. Don't mind if it's bigger than 3.5, but as long as it's 3.5. And I want 1/4 of an inch from the point of the square, the square inside. I'm doing it one at a time. I haven't got a 3.5 inch little ruler. I need to get one. But quite honestly, I don't like cutting like that. I'd rather turn it round. But I've done it for quickness. See, that's 3.5 bang on. That's a lot better than I've done it before. So it is just slightly. It's not very straight. Let me do that one again. That's where it's folded over. So there it is there. 3.5, it works. As I said, it didn't yesterday. Last night I was tired as well. I haven't done any sewing for a few days. I know what the problem was. So let's try and get that as straight as possible. And I've got to remember about this 1/4 inch. They're not all going to meet. I know they're not. It's not an exact science. That's what I call. See, that's a bit out there. But it'll work. Still not 100% pleased with it, but. So I've lined up there and there. See, there's a little tiny bit out there. And it's fiddly. It's a fiddly bit of work, but There we are. I know I'm a little bit out there, but I can make allowances for when I join it. So there we are, cut at 3.5. That looks a bit off. Let me check this one again. 3.5 inch squares. Let me just straighten this one up a bit. Off camera there. So what we're going to do now is that and that together, that and that together, but this one with the little pink, the little background one in the middle. Okay? So I've got it laying on the board there. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Put my armband on because I have a little break there. So we want this to this. And we want the other square underneath it, like so. Excuse me. We should do exactly the same with the other side. Just double checking you can see that. Yeah. And of course, if you're making a lot of these, you could chain piece them, but it's a bit I'm only making this one anyway, but a bit confusing me with different colours as well. If you make them with lots of different colours, which is, you know, different patterns of a jelly roll. That's that one done. Now we're going to put these 3 sections together. This little tiny 1 1/4 inch square. Fiddly. Fiddly. Certainly fiddly. There we go. So I should press them before I get them sections together. So that's them pressed. So I've put the red towards the centre. I put the white in the background away. So I can flip that over because we want to butt these together. So I should put that on there, hold it for dear life and lay it so. Straighten this up a bit, that's it. I'm just going to make sure this one's butting against that. It is perfect. Perfect. I'm a little bit long here, but I'm not worried about that because I know this square is. I had a bit of trouble with it. It'll be fine. too hard on myself. So that's that one. And we'll put this one on the right side there. So that red line, that red one is towards the centre seat. The seam goes towards the centre. So I know I've got that little overlay there, that's fine, but this is the part I want to worry about. I'm going to start again now because I'm still not butting right. Button the seams. This can be squared up. So you've got to remember it's triangles, it's on the bias as well, a lot of it. Even the squares on the bias. Stretchy bit. Right, hold on, let's get hold of this. So that goes to the outside, yeah, you're doing that right. And this one to here, that's right. Okay, so I'll hold them two down. Let's take this bobbin out of here before I forget. Put a fresh one in. Put a fresh one in. Yeah, I've got a few done. The machine will need cleaning as well. That's it. Quick as that. Leave that one over there for later. So there's the square. There's the block. I should go and press that. So I hope you liked watching this video of this nice little square, block, block. And yeah, I haven't made the quilt, as I said at the beginning, but I'll do that in the future. I definitely will. I've got a lot going on in the minute in my life, so yeah, a bit crazy. But I'll tell you about it in time. So do share, likes, set the notifications and the comments, lovely comments. And if you have an idea for a comment, somebody mentioned a wedding ring one. Yeah, I made one many years ago, just a couple of blocks. So I did. I was very naive with quilting, and I'm much more capable now. So that's a thing that I'm thinking about. And subscribe. Yeah, please subscribe because, yeah, it does my esteem good, does my analytics good. And yeah, and I'm nearly at the 15. Two more is what I need at this moment while I'm sitting here to get the 1,500 subscribers. So that would be lovely, yeah. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Please do take care of yourselves, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.